Welcome back to the Killer Media Podcast, your home for all things horror, entertainment, and movie reviews. I am Nick, and this is Tim. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah. Thanks once again for tuning in to another week of horror entertainment and movie reviews, as Nick just said. We got a lot on our plate today. Some really important stuff to talk about that's blowing up in the world. We're going to jump into the news, which has to deal with the Jason universe. Came out of absolute nowhere, not really, because it was Comic-Con. So we kind of expected that. We have some in-depth Predator Badlands news to discuss, and Alien Earth, and then finally a little tease snippet of the new Silent Night, Deadly Night. Now, if you've watched most of our videos, sometimes we always go back and talk about this film, the original, but mainly the second one, because it's just so good and funny that it's
Is
a
it so good?
must-watch.
It's
so bad.
It's so
good.
bad that it's good, but I think
Yeah.
it's intentional.
It has to be intentional. So yeah, we'll jump into that. So we'll start with Jason Universe. Now, as we all know, at Comic-Con, it was revealed that we are getting a new movie, feature-length film, and a video game by the same people who made the first one, Ilphonic and Gun Media. How do you feel
I
about
thought
that?
somebody else was making it.
Nope, Ilphonic and Gun Media.
Oh, it was
Kane
somebody
Hodder
else.
was in an interview, and he literally said he's working with them to
Maybe
make
he
a
doesn't
Friday
know
the
anything.
13th. Well, he's making something.
Maybe he doesn't know.
He's making something. And this was like a month ago, so he said this. So unless you're gonna can
I'm
that,
skeptical because of the name Universe.
it's
I
not
don't
Marvel
like it.
Cinematic Universe.
I don't
It's
know. I
just
don't
what
like
they're
it.
calling the marketing.
I don't like it.
But it's think of it this way: it's the Jason universe because it encapsulates video games, movies, TV shows, amusement park attractions. It's like a whole thing. It's not like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They're not going to collide with Freddy and team up. It's not that. But yeah, I get what you're saying. The name is kind of like universe. It kind of cheapens it, but and it's not Friday the 13th, But what you think of a universe, like everybody, that's not what it is.
Yeah, it's been so long since we got anything other than the video game.
Yeah.
Everything
Haven't
that
seen
has
one
to do with Jason
screen.
started from movies, and it's just a shame that we haven't had anything substantial in the last decade. 2009.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit less. Yeah. It's been way too long.
Right. So it's going to be a big shock when it comes back. And are they going to do it right? Like the movie.
That's what I'm skeptical. I think they need to stick with one thing. They're talking about
They're doing too much.
too much
to
too
start
soon.
with because we don't know. We haven't seen it in so long.
Yeah, I would be skeptical. That's just other people are too. Some people.
I think people are more skeptical about the look of them because they have the mask that they showed at Comic-Con, like a physical build, and it's literally what the image showed. It just looks, and I saw a post on this. It looks like an anime mask, like an anime cartoon. That's what it looks like. It looks like a cartoon.
Pandering to the anime.
Maybe.
Anime's not.
That's what it reminded me of when I read that post. I'm like, that's a good way to describe it. It looks cartoonish. It doesn't look, it's dark in here. You can't see that, but you know what his mask used to look like.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like that.
I get what you mean.
It looks cartoonish.
It would fit better if it was in an anime, like
or
Terminator anime, but it doesn't make sense.
It looks caricaturized. That's how it looks.
Yeah, I could
like
see.
It's raw,
It doesn't have any.
That's not how hockey
unique.
masks look.
It's just.
And then there's a trailer of a short film. It's a 13-minute short film coming August 13th, which we found out later on. It's an ad for Angry Orchard beer cider,
and it got them angry.
Yeah,
it got some people angry.
It got some people pissed because we waited this long just for a beer ad, but at the end of the day, it's still Jason killing some teens,
and you can watch it for free
in the woods, and it's free, and we can actually get a good representation of how he's going to look in the movie. Is this the actor they're going to use moving forward? Who knows? But from what they showed in the trailer, it did look good. Jason, he looked good in film with the mask and everything. The lighting worked. The mask looked yellow, didn't look white like they're showing. So it looked.
Yeah, the imperfections matter. It can't be.
It has to be dirtied up.
Yeah, and all that.
It looked right, and it looks like a fun little film. Like I'm looking forward to it. You know, it looks fun. It's a commercial, but you know, it's not like dumb, cheap acting. Like, it actually looked pretty decent. That's what you said. You said, "Oh shit, that looks actually pretty good."
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
surprised.
Yeah.
I mean, I noticed it's a short film, so they lack budget, but it looks
Right.
like Angry Orchard
Yeah, they
gave
put
them
up some
some
money. Yeah, and they had
They put out.
They put out for Jason.
They put out for
You got to
Jason.
put out for Jason, or he's gonna get you. He's gonna get you.
Don't have premarital sex.
Yeah. Speaking of Angry Orchard, they're coming out with a variety pack horror themed. Jason's flavor is blood orange.
Jason's
Cider. Jason's flavor. His mask is on one of the cans, and it's blood orange. There's other ones in there. I don't remember them. A witch's brew is one. There's a citrus one, but they're not like Jason themed. They're more Halloween themed. They throw Jason in there for that. It's called the Thriller Pack. It's not out yet. I don't know when it's coming out, but someone has a video of it, so it's coming soon.
We need a date now.
Yeah, because we're gonna buy it and review all the flavors. In
Yeah,
one episode.
We actually will do that.
Yeah, we're gonna do that, just like we're gonna do with the Megan rum. Once we see those films. Once Megan,
when is that gonna happen?
Once Megan 2.0 hits HBO Max, we'll watch them and we'll review it.
We'll get through
with the rum. We're gonna need the rum to get through those movies,
probably,
and the episode. So, yes. So that's Jason. I think it looks good. I'm excited for it. The video game, if it's anything like this Hellraiser game, I think that's the way to go. Enough of this multiplayer shit. It doesn't work, clearly. Dead by Daylight.
It's hard to do it.
It is. Dead by Daylight has established itself. You can't beat it. Let it be. Make a single player game.
They monopolized it.
They did. Make a single player game where you can play as Jason or survivors or both and have it story based. That's the way to do it.
I mean, they're doing it with Hellraiser.
Yeah, and that looks awesome because it's a
I don't know,
sequel to the first movie, I think.
It's gonna be interesting because from the Hellraiser trailer, not to really get off topic. We'll talk about it another time.
We'll talk about that when we play that.
I don't want to get into it because it's a whole that could be a whole little segment.
So yeah, at the end of the day, I'm excited for it. Obviously, it's hesitant excitement, but I'm still excited that we're getting content for Jason.
That's what I'm at least
been
most
so
likely
long.
looking forward for.
It's been done dirty because of the rights. We're finally getting new stuff. So just hearing that and being able to see anything and play something, that's all I care about. And the TV show. So we're getting a lot. Yeah. We're getting a lot. So it's looking good as of now. So
other than somebody says that Victor Miller is a POS.
Who's that?
The original creator for the writer.
Oh, wait,
the very first.
Yeah, he's the one who wants like the rights, and he's holding on to them, and he won't let anything happen.
And the guy said he came up with the name for the character and nothing else. He didn't even come up with the Jason jumping out of the water ending. That was Cunningham.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Cunningham is the true creator. He just came up with the name. Yeah. Cunningham directed that movie. It's his. Give it back to him. Make him. He's old as shit now, but he dropped something. So yeah. That's all I have to say about it. What about you? Anything else to add? You excited?
No, I am.
Excited?
Despite my skepticism, I am still excited because I'm just glad that there is any content at all. I just really wish it was a movie, not a game.
Well, we are getting a movie, so hold tight. We're getting a movie
now.
It's confirmed. We're getting a movie. Now, let me ask you.
Even though Jason is not my top 5,
he's not in the top 5. He's 6.
He's like 6.
He's 6.
Shout out to the one guy.
Yeah. Let me ask you this question. Do you think they should try to recapture the 80s vibe or do something completely new? Change the tone, change the setting. Obviously, we had 2009, but that gives off 2000s teen drama vibes.
Yeah.
Like a TV show drama. I hate that. I don't want that. I like the movie, but the tone of that, it gave off teen drama. Now, if you try to capture the 80s vibes, that tends to never work when they try to go back and do that. So what the hell are they going to do? How do you modernize Jason without making it cheap? You know,
I think
how can they do it?
I think they have to go less campy, but not like too serious to how the 2009. Like it has to be a healthy middle,
right? Because that's what made Friday the 13th good. It was campy, right? If you make it so uber serious, kind of like 2009, kind of ruins the character.
Depends what they're going for though, because campy is different. Because like the Friday the 13th movies in general, we all love them, but are they genuinely great movies. No, but we love Jason and the universe. Oh, I'm starting to say it.
The universe.
The whole universe. All right, but in retrospect, it doesn't. I don't think it needs to be too campy like the 80s.
I don't think it should be overly campy. You have to put some, I think, just because that's what it is.
Yeah,
I don't know. We don't know.
I don't know. Maybe they could try to do not exactly what they did with Nightmare on Elm Street because that had some issues, but the way that they did that was pretty good with like the seriousness.
I like the tone
humor and the tone, but some things they just didn't get right with Freddy Krueger. Then after that, that has gone downhill as well.
Yeah.
So I think they just need to do something similar, but keep it like. I mean, the people who are going to be introduced to it now are probably not going to be this generation. But I think they don't need to pander to the old generation, but I think they need to do it right. They can't do anything wrong with like how they do nostalgia. Yeah. Not how I Know What You Did Last Summer.
It shouldn't be nostalgia only. Don't do that. Make it new, make it original, but keep the core elements.
Yeah.
Make him slow, make him a stalker, don't make him sprinting down, Keep him as his methodical stalker self, I think.
Now, do you want like more in depth of Jason?
No.
Or like, you don't
We're getting that with the TV show. The TV show is before he drowns. So I'm assuming the last episode when he drowns. So we're getting a kid backstory. Maybe he had a rough childhood. Who knows?
Probably.
So we're gonna go.
I think.
Although his mom does love him to death, so maybe not.
I think he was just bullied. That's pretty much what it was.
Oh, yeah.
He was bullied and all that, neglected. Not by his mother though.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't.
What a mama's boy.
I don't think. I mean, Jason doesn't have a backstory. His only backstory is he got bullied and that's literally all there is to him. He doesn't really need it. I don't want it.
Do you think there's sympathy for his character at all?
I don't feel bad for him.
I would
in
agree.
a way. I mean, he drowned. He got bullied. His mom got her head chopped off. He had to witness all that. It makes sense. He wants to get his anger out. I kind of feel bad for him.
I think they need to do it right. Like the series has to be short and sweet. Like I feel like they just need to stick to one storyline and not like go all over the place and like add this, add that.
Yeah.
I think, and then when he becomes Jason, if we get a movie with him, and we just see him as Jason with a mask, and that's who he is now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a question. How's he going to get the mask? How will he find it? We'll have to wait and see.
All right.
Cool. All right. You want to talk about some Predator Badlands?
Nah.
Oh, all right. Predator Badlands. This came out last week. A new trailer, and the official trailer that gave us a lot more to talk about. Right off the bat, it already looks like they slightly altered the Predator's face design
based on
all
people's
the
reactions.
The dome of his head looks more, pushed back.
We need a before and after,
a
side by side, because I can't quite see it. Because I would say like the first set of trailers and teasers that we got were kind of like very similar. They didn't really give much, but this is the first trailer where we get a bigger look with Ellie Fanning's character, the
synth, the Weyland-Yutani. So now it's officially confirmed. We knew it before because you saw it in the eyes, but now it literally stated in text, Weyland-Yutani synth. So we know,
and it's great. So then that means that we definitely will get aliens, and
it's coming soon, but they shouldn't. Not yet.
And then we get another game. That'd be cool.
Not yet. The game was fantastic, but don't do it yet.
Yeah, I like the game.
Dan Trachtenberg, don't do it yet.
Not yet.
Do on it.
Ride the movie out.
You're doing it right. You're introducing it. It's there in the background. You're doing it right. So, the Predator design in motion, seeing it a lot more, it looks better to me. No longer I'm like, ew, that's gross. I got over it. It's fine.
You're picky.
I am picky. But now, it's fine. There's different clans. They all look different. They're like humans. Everybody's different. They're not all the same. Humans. Yeah, so it works. It's also been confirmed that there are no human characters in this whole movie. They're all synths. No humans in this movie at all. Good. But how are you going to have the Predator messing people up? That's his thing, So he's going to be fighting mainly beasts, I guess.
So yeah, this is where... Is this movie a horror movie?
It seems more of an action movie.
And I don't even want to say horror action. It almost... maybe there's going to be horror elements. We don't really. It's kind of hard to tell from the trailer.
I don't know. Yeah, I can't say it's horror. First one, yeah, 'cause it's a slasher. The first one you can argue is a slasher film.
Yeah.
He's going around killing everybody. Even the second one. But now he's going after everything else. So
But at the
it's
same time,
probably
she was saying he was a prey, so maybe he's not going to be as powerful as we think because this is the first time.
right. He has to prove himself.
Yeah, protagonist for the first time is a predator,
Right.
and usually they need a struggle, but usually it's the opposite.
Right.
We
But
have the predator killing everybody.
But he's still getting a struggle because he's going to the most dangerous planet in the whole world, the whole universe.
Yeah.
Everything on this is more powerful than them. So everything is a trophy for him. So obviously he's going to be working his ass off.
He's got to prove himself, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So his father literally said, you're a runt. He's the runt of their clan. His literal dad literally was like, you're better off dead than being a runt. You should just die. Like, you're useless. That's cold.
What a loving face.
That's cold. So, and this is going to go down. We'll talk about it in a second. But anyway, the trailer's awesome. It has this awesome end shot of like this jumping down on the giant like beast that they showed in the first teaser. Like this is the apex predator, I guess, that he's going to kill.
That's the big mama.
Now we do kind of see some comedic elements with Elle Fanning. She has like a light sense of humor, I guess you can say, or a lightheartedness. She's awkward.
That's gonna be the balance of. Well, she's like the only human thing that we have in this movie.
She's gonna be the expedition dump,
and I think it's necessary because I feel like fans would be like, "Why are we getting all these predators?"
Right.
We need one human at least, because other than that, it just feel awkward.
Right.
So I'm kind of glad that they have this character, but they made her a synth.
Right.
And it's connected. So
yes,
it even adds a little bit of why is she there?
What's her motive?
Yeah. What's her motive? Because
for a xenomorph,
since all have like a hidden underlining motive.
Yeah.
So we'll see what hers is.
Because Wayland. They speak. We're gonna see more of the predators speaking in their language. I think that's badass. I think it's cool. Does it humanize them in a way? Sure. Do I want to see them having conversations, joking to each other? No. That's pushing it.
Yeah, they don't do that. They don't seem like the humorous type.
I think they're mainly going to speak when they have to. Most of the time, they do have a language, but I feel like they're not going around, hey, Joe. I think most of the time, their actions speak for them. Because they're not animals, but, they're alien. I think that would be bad.
English is a complex language. I mean, there's other languages other than English, but English is one of the most complex. There's others out there. But compared to this alien language, it's probably like there's languages that don't have that much
like words.
They have less words to say more,
mm-hmm.
and I think a lot of predators are like they use more action instead of So like they kind of have gestures maybe.
Like don't overuse them talking. If they're talking like the whole film, I think that would humanize it too much, and I don't need to see the predator live in daily life as like they're not humans.
Yeah, because that's a stark contrast from like the first movie to this.
And clearly, I'm sure they do, and I'm sure they just go around like, "Hey, Joe, how you doing?" Yeah, but we don't need to see that.
Hey, Joe.
We don't need to see that. Yeah, I like that they're speaking. It's good. They actually developed this language from scratch. They literally created a brand new language. Not easy to do.
Who did it
for this?
Because that takes some serious chops.
That's a feat. And they're the ones who created the language for another movie or show. It'll come back to me. But yeah, the trailer looks badass. It looks awesome. All the tech that the predators have, like the swords, you got a bow and arrow. It looks very good. And everybody knows, maybe not everybody, but for a predator to prove himself and to become blooded, the last thing he needs to kill is a xenomorph. Then he's like part of the clan. So will a xenomorph show up in this film at the very end?
We are going to maybe get a xenomorph?
Because Dan Trachtenberg said the right way to do a Predator and Alien movie is to not advertise it at all. Just to have a Predator movie, and then all of a sudden, boom, Alien shows up. But you don't advertise it. Because if you advertise it, you're setting expectations that will not be met.
That's so good to do.
That's the right way.
That is the right way.
So all of a sudden, like the final boss battle, boom, xenomorph. That would be amazing. It's not the whole movie because you can't have that the whole movie. It doesn't make sense. It's not going to work. Clearly, it didn't work before. You advertise it not as an AVP, but they just show up. Exactly. You just show up, and then it's just like in the PS2 Predator Jungle Hunter game. Yeah, I think it's Jungle Hunter. Oh, there's xenomorphs in that game out of nowhere. I'm like, I didn't know there was aliens in this game. This is awesome. So yeah, that's the way to do it. Segueing that trailer at Comic-Con, they did show I think the first 15 minutes of the film, or a 15-minute segment. There are spoilers here, so if you don't want to hear this, click away or skip ahead a little bit. We can't timestamp yet, so we can't help you there. But there will be spoilers here, so
I could set a timer.
So heads up.
How
So
long do we want? Like 10 minutes max?
all right, so skip 10 minutes ahead, and if you overskip, go back slightly. So basically, this is what was given to us in footage. So this comes from geekyranch.com. So this isn't your typical Predator comes to Earth and hunts humans setup. No, it's Badlands flips the script by making the Predator itself, his name is Deck, the central character. This is his story, it's his hero's journey. The footage sets up an emotional and violent narrative that's personal, giving us an inside look at the Yautja culture and savage family dynamics. So, as we said before, Deck is considered the runt of his family. His father sees him as weak and dishonorable, believing it's better for him to die than live in shame. That's harsh. Harsh. The opening scene wastes no time in establishing that harsh reality. So the first sequence that we get is a vicious duel between Deck and his older brother. It's something we've seen glimpses of in the trailer, but not full in context. It's awesome. The two clash with long, curved, glowing red predator blades in a fight that is savage. The choreography and visual effects, while still unfinished, already look impressive, and we know that Trachtenberg knows how to deliver visceral action. As the opening scene sequence unfolds, we learn that Deck once saved his brother's life. Unknowing to Deck, his older brother was tamed by their father to kill him. But it's clear Deck's brother has no intention of doing that and is preparing to send him on his first hunt instead to prove his worth as a warrior. Great, fantastic. He wants to protect his little bro.
I'm glad.
Right?
I'm glad that there's not. I don't want to say humanity because humanity is
Right.
different. They have their own.
They
They
have-
don't.
yeah.
They have honor. They share.
Mhm.
But this movie's definitely going to be dark,
Yeah.
and we're going to see the dark,
Right.
like the really how their culture is.
So Deck shares with his brother that he wants to embark to one of the deadliest planets in the galaxy, home to a terrifying, unkillable apex predator even their father fears. This isn't just a hunt, it's a suicide mission meant to redeem his honor. As his brother is trying to persuade him to not go, their father arrives and all hell breaks loose. What follows is a wild, jaw-dropping sequence where their father is so furious that his older son hasn't killed Deck yet. So he tasks him to kill him. He hasn't killed him yet. He's pissed. Tensions erupt into violence, and the scene escalates to a brutal fight between father and son. It's savage. The father hacks off his son's arm, stabs him, and ultimately kills him in cold blood. But before dying, the older brother manages one final act of defiance. He launches Deck's ship, sending him hurtling towards the hostile planet where his true test awaits. The last thing we see is Deck speeding off into the void, carrying the weight of his brother's sacrifice and the knowledge that his father wanted him dead. The scene cuts there, and the room absolutely exploded. That sounds badass. Predator on Predator action, right? To
I wish I
start
was
off with,
there.
badass. And everybody who got there, 6,000 people got a mask.
Oh yeah,
They
saw
gave out
that.
6,000 masks.
I want
Now,
a mask.
Dan Trachtenberg said, and we'll end on this, that he wants everybody to, not literally, but fall in love with the character of Deck. You know, we want to like him. We want to root for him. Because we haven't rooted for a Predator ever.
Do we think he'll die?
No, I don't think he'll die. Because they made a
Oh
statement.
yeah, they need to make toys.
Yeah.
They need to make toys.
They made a statement that in every single Predator movie, the Predator dies. How is that possible if this is the world's greatest hunter, right? So I don't think they're going to kill him in this. I think this will be kind of a story arc. We'll see him in future movies leading up to become like a badass. That's what I think. So they're really going to establish some emotional beats with the Predator culture and stuff, which, you know, hearing that, it's like, but I'm sure they'll do it right and it'll work. You know, we haven't seen it before, so everybody's kind of worried how it's going to be portrayed.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Following
There's
Predator.
a little bit of worry because it is pretty different than the standard Predator. And I'm not sure how how it's really gonna land.
Like all horror movies, they're good in little sequences. The killers, if you show them all the time, kind of ruins their character. It's too much. But these guys actually have like lives. They're humans, but they're aliens. So it could work. So that's the Predator Badlands news we have. Lastly, what we'll end on quickly is more Alien Earth news. Hooray! Talk about this like every episode. So they premiered episode 1 at Comic-Con, and all the early reviews are glowing. They're fantastic. So from Geek Tyrant, they said episode 1 delivers pure horror, action, and chaos. It was awesome. Then we have just finished the premiere of Alien Earth. Pretty fucking solid. Definitely looking forward to the series now. Cast is now on stage doing a Q&A. The first episode of Alien Earth just premiered at San Diego Comic-Con, and it's great. Some of Hawley's trademark pretentiousness makes itself known immediately, but it's huge, scary, and full of surprises. Then we'll go. Alien Earth is one of the best premieres of any show. Every fan's dream come true. The scale is massive, it's wonderfully intense, brutal, and terrifying. Lots of new elements to be excited for, and lore to appreciate. And then just watched the pilot episode of Alien Earth, and it's certainly a sizable setup for the rest of the season. Hawley is sincere in evoking his love of Alien, but he's charting his own course. We can't wait to see where things continue on August 12th. So, it's looking good for Alien Earth. Looking great. However, one thing I will mention quickly, and then we'll jump into our movie review. So, Hawley, the director, Noah Hawley, kind of has no idea what he's making here, because he said he was asked, when does this take place in the Alien universe? It says in text in the trailers, whatever year they give, that is 30 years before the first movie. He said, I think this takes place somewhere during Alien 2. So right off the bat, he has no idea what's going on. And he's like, in all honesty, though, I don't think the fans really care about like timeline lineage and where things line up. Yes, we do. Because you're going to retcon stuff. So basically, he's saying this is so separate from everything, and it's its own thing, not connected to the greater story that Alien Romulus set up and all the other ones. But it is. But he's saying it's not. That's bad. That's bad. Everybody cares within the timeline. It has to make sense. If it doesn't make sense, you're going to have plot holes, and you're going to piss people off.
It might have been a slip up. Maybe he didn't think he was able to say too much or what he's supposed to be able to.
But
say
no.
I guess it's not really.
It's been revealed like multiple times in all the trailers that it takes place years before Alien 1. So that makes me a little worried of canon stuff. Where it fits, does it make
See, I'm not going to be too bothered by that if that's not the case.
I mean, at the end of the day, if it's
separate.
At the end of the day, if it's a good show, it's a good show.
I have faith because a lot of people are praising it, and I've seen other people who are just like, he's good in other things that he's directed. And
he did the Fargo TV show. I don't know if you watched that.
I did not watch it.
Fantastic show. That show is really good.
Yeah. So that he's got that on his track record. So
he has done a lot of good stuff. So I'm sure it'll be good. Those comments just worried me. And when Eddie Fed out, how do you say his name? Fed Alvarez, the Romulus director who did Evil Dead. Is it Fed Alvarez? I think it's Fed Alvarez.
I do not remember.
It sounds like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Fed Alvarez. He contacted Noah Hawley to make sure things line up. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing? What am I doing to make sure everything makes sense?" He just completely ignored him. Bad. Like that's not good. Like, why are you being so?
That worries me just a bit.
You want to make something that makes sense, but we'll see. We're still very excited for the show. It looks awesome.
It's the attention to detail. Honestly,
love me some aliens.
You love aliens?
Love aliens. I love Lamp.
You want it to impregnate you?
Yeah, I love Lamp. Hey, if I'm gonna go out by a different creature, that's a pretty brutal death.
It's also brutal. I don't think you want that.
That's brutal.
You don't get anything in return.
Yeah, you just die.
No games.
No games. No bacon. Yeah. All right. That's our news. We're gonna jump into The Conjuring 2. Ooh. The Conjuring 2. You have a review written for this one?
I do.
Wow. I have no idea how much time went by.
For that was about 10 minutes.
Wow.
That we talked about that.
Oh, so all right.
Yeah.
If you fast forwarded to now, 10 minutes later, you skip the whole alien section. Rewind just like 2 minutes, and you'll be caught up. I'm gonna check how long we're running.
All right.
So we're gonna jump into The Conjuring. Don't mind me. I'm just zooming in on you.
All right.
40 minutes.
Released in 2016, so this is a little bit of a late review.
2016. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
2013 was the first one. You're
Yeah.
right. 3 years later. So
James Wan comes back to direct this.
Mhm.
And I actually have not seen the other Conjuring movies past 2.
So you've seen this one. Was this your first time?
No, I have seen
Okay,
this
you
before,
have seen this
but I wanted to watch this
Yeah,
again just
gotcha,
to
gotcha.
like so it's
Right.
fresh in my mind.
Mhm.
I did remember liking the movie, but I
Right.
didn't have like a solid
Right.
score for it.
Right.
So this comes in at 2 hours and 14 minutes.
It was long.
Yeah, it was pretty long. It's got obviously Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga
Yep.
as Lorraine and Ed. I think they're great in this.
They're great in all the Conjuring movies, and I think as actors they're fantastic.
Yeah.
They don't get enough love. Patrick Wilson's in the Tall Grass. Remember we watched that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
I like that movie.
He's good.
I gotta watch that again.
It's
Maybe
slow.
We'll review that.
It's slow, but I thought the concept was really cool.
It's a mind fuck.
It's a Stephen King short story, I think, or he helped write it. It's really good. We'll talk about it another day.
Mhm.
But yeah, they're fantastic. Their chemistry is so good.
Yeah.
You can really see that they would be together forever. Like their faith. It's the faith. Sometimes you just have to have belief.
Just a leap of faith.
Just a leap of faith. So yeah, I guess we'll get into our score. And the other actors are kid actors. I don't know.
I would mention maybe the
main
I
girl.
didn't put the actress's name, the character Janet Hodgson, which is one of the main focal points of the movie.
Yeah, we follow the Hudson family in this one.
Hodgson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hodgson family.
And funny enough, I was looking it up when I was looking at the cast. The actress who played Janet isn't even English. She's American.
Really? She had a good accent.
Yeah.
The law of you.
I think she did pretty good with
She did
the
pretty good.
possessions
Yeah.
and all that.
All right, so we'll get into our rating.
Before we start, it is based 1 through 10.
Oh yeah.
Being 5 is kind of like a base.
Mhm.
If it's lower than 5, dog shit.
Lower than 5.
Most of the time it ends up being more than a 5. So
Yeah.
if you're above a 5, you're pretty much good. Like it's just good.
Talking to you, I know you. Part 2. Yeah.
All right.
Our score for The Conjuring 2 in 3, 2, 1.
8.7.
8.3.
Nice.
Not as good as the first one. The first one's a trophy.
Yeah, last
Trophy.
episode when I reviewed when we talked about Conjuring,
Mhm.
I didn't have an official score. His was 9.1. For this was an 8.7, but I had this in mind that the first one was better.
Right.
So
it's like
about my score is probably about a 9, close to his.
Yeah. This film is still fantastic. It's James Wan. Everything about it, cinematography, the sound design, it's awesome. However, I do have some issues with it. And we'll get into them when we start breaking them down.
Yeah.
But yeah, 8.3, still good, but the first one is it's untouchable. This one, in short, felt more commercialized or more Hollywood.
I
got in the way.
I definitely agree.
It had a different feel the first one felt real. I don't know how to explain that, but it felt like real. This one felt like a movie.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it like without other words, but it felt more Hollywood.
I guess I didn't really know how to explain it either, but when you say it like that,
It's more Hollywood-esque. Like the scares, I wasn't like again, I'm not like scared, but the first one I was on edge. This one I really wasn't.
Well, I could see it. I mean,
Like there's no slow build up to the dread. You're just kind of put there. I don't know. I had a different feel to it.
I think it kind of affects like because this is a whole Conjuring universe.
Right.
I'm like skeptical on universes because I mean it's good. It's kind of good to have like one-off movies, but they have like a whole universe of all the demons,
Right.
and I feel like that can get in the way of we got to put this out, we got to put this out,
Right.
and
They
I feel like quality
introduced-
can dip.
They introduced so many extra demons in this that it felt overstuffed maybe, and that's where it took the scares away because it's just another thing. It's just another thing. The first one only had one, and you didn't really see it until the very end. It was all the knockings and stuff, and that can mess you up. But when you're seeing it and you're going, oh, okay, well,
Well, the first one
CGI.
had several other spirits, I think.
No, it did, but not to this. The Crooked Man was like an actual CGI. You know, you see CGI and you go, all right.
That was still
CGI,
Billy
that's
though.
fake. No, but he
is the Crooked Man.
No, I know.
He's all of everything.
I know he's everything, but when you make it into different
I see what
entities, you get over it quicker. It's not as scary.
Okay, I see what you mean.
You know, it's not. You say, "Oh, I saw that already," but it's a different form. It's not. Now the nun can fuck off. The nun's she's scary.
I asked my girlfriend who is scarier, Annabelle or the Nun.
The nun.
My girlfriend at first said Annabelle. She doesn't.
She's seen the nun.
Yeah, she watched this one with me.
All right. The scene that messes you up.
She was scared of this one.
The scene that messes you up is when Lorraine is in her little library and she's turning the light off and the eyes are glowing. Fuck off. That you could tell right away that it's not a painting.
Almost
anymore.
like in the trailer too.
Yeah,
I remember that. That was a distinct.
Because obviously it's a painting, but when they turn the light off, it's the actual actor there because it moves. It literally moves, and I'm like, I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like it. The Nun. I'm buying that painting.
No, I would.
I'm buying. That
I would
painting.
never do it.
I'm gonna take a screen grab of that and print it out. And then, yeah,
the Nun's we haven't even started.
I know. Sound design. I gave an 8.
I gave it an 8 as well.
It's very good. I thought the first one did it better because they didn't focus on it in this one because they heavily focused on the sound design in the first one, so they really amped it up and made it focus on it. I think focus a lot. The second one, they didn't have to do it a lot. The knocking, you heard it maybe twice in the whole movie. You know, the little like scares that kind of a little creepy out. There weren't a lot in this one, but the sound design that is here is still really good. Yeah, it's well balanced. You know, when things get loud, it gets loud. You can still hear everybody talking, so it was very well.
Yeah, I agree with the 8. I gave music pretty much the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, music.
I think sound and music go a little bit hand in hand, but sound is kind of used differently than music.
Right. Sound effects.
Like you could have a movie that has no music at all.
Right.
But I mean, you gotta have sound.
Right.
Unless it's a way older movie.
Like even the effects of Bill Wilkins' voice, it didn't sound like a Evil Dead demon. It sounded real but demonic at the same time. You know, it wasn't that. I
guess that's the hint that something else is going on. Right. But like you're still like, it's a creepy voice and props to the actor.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not as it's way different than because I think the first one didn't really have many voices other than like the clapping and like a little gross. Like there wasn't really any speed. Like this spirit is like talking, like full on talking.
Yeah.
Compared to the first one. Mm-hmm. And that can take away from like the suspense.
Yeah, and again, it was that's where that comes into. The suspense is not there because it's there a lot. There's no lead up scene to it. Like the whole first movie is like it's just building up to the end. And you're like on edge the whole time. But here it's like, all right, scary scene, all right, scary scene, all right. Cinematography, 9. So good.
9.5. Other than the CGI of the Crooked Man.
Yeah, I mean
that was the only thing.
It's not awful, but yeah, you can tell it's CGI.
Yeah, it's not like awful, but it was noticeable enough that my girlfriend, as soon as she saw it, she goes, "Holy CGI!" She's not even one to like really like crack down on that. So it's.
But I love the shots of. They do a lot of like overhead shots, and they kind of follow you. And then there was one shot where they put the camera like through a window into the other bedroom.
Yeah.
And it kind of felt like you're Bill Wilkins going through the house, kind of following them in a way.
Oh, like that paranormal movie.
Yeah, but done better here. Maybe that's because it was little essences of it. So maybe that's what he was going for, to kind of feel like you're a spirit. The way they transitioned into scenes felt nice. I like that.
There's good scenes, especially a lot of the times when Janet is being taken and she's like teleporting through going through the floors.
She's literally teleporting.
And it's crazy.
Right.
She's like up there on the ceiling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then you go like into the room and she's in the locked room. You're like, oh, that's how she got in there.
Yeah. I think I found out very quickly. I'll get into it in the bed. Acting, 8 out of 10. I thought it was pretty good.
9.5.
The only parts I felt that. What's her name? Via Farmiga? Via?
You're the one who corrected me.
No, I know, but her first name.
Vera
Farmiga. The one scene near the end where she had to find out the name of Valak, and she was like, "You told me your name, and I wrote it down." That felt a little weird. I was like, that didn't rub off like good acting. It felt like, "But you told me the name." and I wrote it down. It felt very scripted, so I'm knocking points off for that.
Was it CinemaSin?
Yeah, that's why. I mean, it's still an
Yeah,
8 out
yeah.
of 10. It's still very good. It was just like little scenes like that that were like, maybe every movie has it.
Yeah. Going back to the chemistry between Patrick Wilson and Vera, really good.
Oh yeah, especially when they go back more into their backstory, like how they met. You know, and she was like, "You'll never guess what I did next. I married it." And then he did the same story.
And that even goes with
You know,
writing, but
yeah.
like I was like,
But-
but it's still
Even the chemistry, because they both have the story, they both share it. It's great.
Yeah.
Really good.
my girlfriend loved that part. Like
Yeah.
she went, oh,
Yeah.
I think they're like a really good on screen couple. They're like one of like the top.
They really are. They really sell it.
They yeah. Like I don't know anyone else that really comes to mind. Like, and they're demon hunters.
Yeah, yeah. Demon hunters.
They're ghost hunters or kooks.
Kooks?
They're kooks.
Oh, they're kooks. Ah, they could be kooks.
They're kooks.
Yeah. They're frauds. I mean, they could be.
Wackos.
They could be.
Yeah.
They kind of are frauds. I'll get into it. We have time. I'll get into that.
Okay.
I give the plot 10 out of 10. I love the story in this one.
I gave it an 8. I think
I love the story. I love the fact that they brought in the hoax part of it.
yeah, I was gonna
It's
say
a very big
if
thing.
I had to say like between the first one had a very very basic plot. I'll say compared to this one, so I'd say the plot is better in this one than the first one. But the first one is still better given everything else is higher than that. But the plot for me was an 8. I like the I did like the hoax, like that was the focus on like this time.
Because the real case in real life, just like in the beginning, it's the most documented case ever in the whole world, and that all the evidence you can fight it. Oh, it's a fake. It's fake, and I'm pretty sure there's no evidence, but it's looking more like they actually did. Not real. If you're like, I can go on for it forever because I watched a bunch of videos on it, but like on your own time, watch some videos, and yeah, you'll be like, it's not real. The Warrens were there for like 5 hours. They had no part in this. They were there just for money. Yeah. They're kind of This one kind of in a way. They did it for money, and they were there for a few hours. They never solved anything. There was no exorcism. They kind of left, and then all the demonic stuff just kind of went away. So it probably was a hoax. Probably not real.
I mean, you got to make a movie somewhere.
Yeah, but ignoring all that and focusing on just the movie, I think it's really good.
Yeah, poor Janet. What even is the story?
Janet.
Yeah. The Hodgson family in England are terrorized by a spirit that wants them out of the house. As more of these incidents occur to the family, they are told they have no options other than to get the attention of someone who can help.
Yes.
The Warrens.
The Warrens.
They don't want to be part of it. They kind of do.
They don't want to be.
I'll give them.
They feel bad.
I mean, the movie does a good whatever happened in reality, real life.
Right.
They do a good job of. They always try to abide by the church.
Yeah.
But they also do want to help the family, and they do believe the family. But a lot of the times they can't do a lot of the things because they are bound by the church.
Yeah, they don't have evidence. It's very hard to gather evidence because obviously it's my word against yours unless you have physical proof.
Yeah.
And it's difficult. So it makes sense.
But then there's a side plot with Vera, which is good because it sets up a lot of the other movies and down the line. Because even though I haven't seen the movies, I just know there's a whole line of plots.
I mean, they introduced the nun. Obviously, she has her own stuff. It goes more into her clairvoyance stuff. How the nun is so powerful. The nun is the big boss. I think the nun and Annabelle are like the main focuses.
I would definitely say
they're the two big bads.
When you have to think about it, I mean, I'm sure other demons know of other demons. So you have a family that goes out and attacks, not attacks. They help these families that get possessed and have these interactions. They keep all these little knickknacks.
Yeah.
I'm sure that might piss off demons.
Probably.
Like, you're definitely gonna have a name for yourself in
Probably.
demon world.
But yeah, the nun doesn't exist. She's a made-up entity. Good one though. Yeah, she's creepy, scary. We saw in the plot. The plot I didn't like. No,
No, you said you did like it.
I did like it. No, but I don't know if that's the plot. It's how they wrote it. I'll go into writing, not dialogue writing, but how they wrote.
Okay.
The plot, the base of the story is good, but the writing that we'll get into now.
Yeah.
No, that's in the ending. Sorry, I'll wait till the ending. All right. Rating 7 out of 10.
9.5.
Some of the dialogue I felt maybe was a bit cheap, especially the one line I already discussed. You gave me the name. I know it. What's your name? She had a what are you waiting for moment, and I was like, you know, compared to the first movie, again, it seemed like everything was like a step down. It felt Hollywood jumped in and like made it themselves.
Well, yeah, I was looking at scores. Rotten Tomatoes isn't the end all be all,
right?
But the scores for The Devil Made Me Do It.
Oh, that movie is awful.
Yeah, it's like not good.
Not
so
good.
like I could just see like the first one is good because I feel like the producers didn't have their hands in it. They were just like, let's see what happens.
Yeah,
and it's a hit. It's a hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we got to do this. Producers, you can't do this. You have to do this. You have to set up this.
And it could be.
It
could
really,
not be,
really, you can always see it a lot of the time. People just don't like it as much.
Yeah, like this one felt like it was made with a budget, and it was on not like a bad budget, but you can tell it's a movie. It was on like a soundstage. Like I don't. The first one just felt real. It felt like found footage, but taken from third person. I don't know how to describe that, but it felt. I don't know. Can't explain it. Some that movie has like bad vibes. Like it's got. I don't claim those negative vibes. It has that kind of mentality.
Don't fuck around and find out.
Yeah. The pacing, I thought it was, even though it was long, it still kind of went pretty quick. I gave it an 8. There were some slow parts.
Yeah, there were some dragged out scenes. Some of the sequences, even maybe just a tad bit of the nun scene with Lorraine, felt a little dragged out, but it still had really good misdirections.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like we know the jump scare.
Right.
Like sometimes you do need jump scares.
Yeah.
But they need, because since they've been done over and over again, they have to find interesting ways to subvert those expectations.
Mm-hmm.
So it's only a matter of when or what or how the nun is going to come out of that painting.
Right.
And I think they did the scene really well.
They did it good with the shadow, and then it coming to life with the hands. I was like, ooh. They did a lot of stuff with like hands. The nun had hands.
Oh yeah.
And then when Ed was walking away, you saw like the hand go around the corner.
That was the scene. My girlfriend, she kept. I paused it and I'm like, look, the hand hit.
Yeah.
She's like, I saw it. Yeah. It's like I rewound it.
And did you catch the kid's name is Jonathan, right? One of the kids, John.
I think so.
Did you catch when he was walking from getting water? Bill Wilkins was in his chair rocking. Saw him in the chair.
I think I saw him. Yeah.
There's a lot of hints. There's also another big hint, a cool little thing later on. I'll say it at the end.
No,
that's
tell me now.
Littered throughout the film.
All right.
All right. And I found them all on my own. I didn't have to look them up. I'm proud of myself for that. Pacing, I love, again, the scene, maybe it's not necessary, but I love how in all these movies, Ed Warren's just like mechanic working on like car in the first one. He's fixing the pipes in this one. He's just like a handyman. Yeah. I don't know. It humanizes him more. It makes him more of like a likable character. I just find it funny.
Yeah, little added things. I like what they always do, the Conjuring, they, at least the first two. Sorry, I need a drink. I gotta drink my Aquafina.
Yeah, drink. L in the chat for Aquafina. Liquid death is where it's at.
Where was I? The balance between when like Ed and Lorraine's story, before they meet up with the Hodgsons and they go to help them, it's always like they couldn't have gotten there sooner.
Right. Yeah. Sure. They definitely could have. Character development, I gave it an 8. Characters are well developed in this film. They're good.
I give it a 10. I think that a lot of the focus was Ed and Lorraine, the relationship. I think the movie really shines there because it's just kind of nice. The way that they look at each other is really nice. Cute. But something with the character development is like, I don't know if it's good or bad. I'm still trying to figure if it is. The first Conjuring movie, Lorraine, was it? The first one, yeah. Ed is the one who wants to seek out the case of the Hodgsons.
Yeah, he just wanted to look.
No, the last one he actually didn't.
You're right.
He
Yeah.
stopped. Yeah,
He
so
does
the
because
first,
he's worried about
yeah,
Lorraine.
so Lorraine is worried in the first one about her stuff,
Mhm.
and so is Ed. So he's like, all right, no more cases.
Right.
And then, but then Lorraine in the first one was like, but I still want to help them. I could do
Yeah,
it. I just won't do anything. We'll just check it out.
Right.
And we all know how that went.
Yeah.
And in this one, now Ed is like, okay, we still got to do cases. And then Lorraine is like, no, just trust me.
Yeah, she doesn't want to
And
do it.
I found that a little odd. I get like,
But
it's kind of highlighting
the roles flipped though.
Yeah.
She saw his death.
Yeah.
Twice.
My argument with that is I get that she saw his death, but she just withheld that for no reason.
It's a big deal though.
It is. If your girlfriend was like, I had a premonition of you dying,
But it made for a good plot point.
It did, but it just didn't make sense because it would have made more sense if she told him, because then it would make sense that Ed is like, okay, I'm gonna die, but you know how Ed is. He's still, even if he knows he's gonna die, he's gonna go in. So even with that knowledge, we could just know that he's gonna go in.
You have a point. Why didn't she say it?
Yeah.
But I guess depending on who you are and what relationship you're in, there's certain stuff that you just don't say that you think will end up better. I mean, yeah. Do you want to tell Lexi, hey, you're gonna die? I saw you die. Like, no, you don't want to tell her that, but maybe you should. And because of what they do is so
Yeah, but
dangerous,
that's just gonna cause
conflicts down the line.
I feel like that, like some things probably better left unsaid, but like I think that where like it's eating away, like something like that's really troubling you, like who do you tell? Because other than
But then he might be worrying about that for his whole life until he dies. He'll get no rest. Obviously, we know Ed wouldn't allow that because that's not who he is. But that could be an effect of like, why would you tell me that? I'm going to be worried I'm going to die every day. Could be like that too. There's an argument to be had there.
There is an
Let
argument.
us know what you think.
It was just odd with the roles flipped because Ed already knew that she had visions, but he didn't know what visions. No matter what, the first one, he's like, no cases, and then this one, yes cases, bacon and no cases.
Yeah.
The
ending, I still give it an 8.
Oh wait, I'm still on character growth.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's why I gave it a 10. Ed and Lorraine, I liked the family dynamic with the Hodgsons. How Ed and Lorraine tried to bring life back in, because we know that
that's my favorite scene in the whole movie.
Yeah, with him singing Elvis, it's really good. It's like he explains to them that the spirits are just like bullies.
Yeah,
and they kind of take matters in their own hands, but it kind of doesn't go well.
Yeah, no,
he probably shouldn't have said that, to be honest.
He's probably to get the kids killed.
Yeah. But he did bring. He said that he wanted to bring. They needed to be a family again.
Yeah,
especially with the ex out of the
ex-husband.
Yeah, the ex-husband. The only thing left was the guitar.
Right, and they did that in the first one. They had a nice family moment, and you have to remind them that there is good left in the world, and that's how you fight.
Yeah,
so it's perfect.
It's really good. I like to see the way that they bring these family
right. It's wholesome.
Again,
it's beautiful.
Whether or not if it's a hoax.
Yeah, it didn't happen.
It goes for good movies. It does well for movies to show that type of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, obviously
people love it.
That didn't happen in real life. They were booed away. They said leave. All right. Are you quite finished with the character? Are you quite finished?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess so. All
right, the ending. I gave it an 8.
I give it an 8 as well.
I still like the ending. However, I hate when movies take this so unstoppable demon, and all she has to do is just say his name, and he vanishes away like Thanos with the snap. That's all I have to do is just say the name, and that's it. Simple. It was very anticlimactic.
It's about the journey.
Yeah, it's like that's how you defeat it.
It's about the journey anyway.
It was. It just felt like, oh, I kind of just ended like that. All right. Like if she knew the name earlier, she could have said it and solved it right away. Obviously, like that's how easy it is. But in the first one, they had to do this whole exorcism thing. Like, why was it so easy this time, but not that time? And this demon's way more powerful. They said, why was it so easier to get rid of? Was it because someone wasn't actually possessed yet? It was kind of like puppet, but not possessed. Is that why? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it was a puppet. I think it was more coerced because I think he was like trying to pass to the afterlife, but
somehow... No, he was, but because she wasn't possessed.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what you call that when you're not possessed, but you're still taking control of. That's why I said puppet. You know,
Yeah, because Lorraine asked Janet how it felt, and I'm assuming the way that she kind of gave her reaction was more like she's not possessed.
right?
So,
Comes and goes, like it's weird.
so it was like that's why I guess Lorraine maybe not that they didn't 100% believe it, but they
Mhm.
were like, this isn't a possession, so it's not.
Right.
It's a little different
So they didn't have to like
of evidence.
exercise. But I just thought it was so easy. He's got to say the name and say, "I deem you to hell." Like, this
Oh,
kind of
she did
seems
have
real
to.
easy.
She had to say other stuff. I think
Yeah,
you
but
at
she
least
just
need
said
to
a
know the name.
yeah, but she said a full sentence. That was it. She's like, "Oh, Valak, I deem you back to hell." That was basically it.
She said a little more than that.
But it wasn't as hard as like the first movie. You know,
No,
like,
I'll
but
give that.
this
I'll give them
demon
that.
is
Yeah,
so
it's a little bit
powerful. It blocked
anticlimactic.
her clairvoyance. That's powerful as shit.
Yeah, she didn't even know until like,
Yeah.
and it's well. The thing is, the audience knows
Right.
something, but we. I mean,
In the first one, the second she got to the house, she was like, "Yeah, this is haunted." This one, you couldn't see anything because the demon like prevented it. But how did they have the ability to do that? Why didn't the first one do that? This movie made demon
because
possession way more confusing.
she called it an inhumane demon. So I don't know what class demon that is.
Maybe it's like an actual devil and not it was once a person who like cursed the ground. Maybe.
I think so because Billy is a spirit. He obviously
Yeah.
walked the earth. He died in the chair,
Right.
and he's a spirit. But she's like a demon. But I'm assuming whatever. No, because the spirits in the first one walked the earth, so it's
Right.
inhuman.
So maybe it's
So it
them.
was a pure demon. So they
Yeah,
have
maybe that's
way
what
more
it is.
power.
But still defeated so easily. I don't know. It felt weird.
Yeah, it's weird. It's kind of hard. Well, it's kind of hard to fight a demon. How do you
Yeah, you can't.
cinematically do
You
that?
can't. Yeah, you have to say its name, or maybe do it. Make it an exorcism thing. You know, it seemed too easy. Another thing,
Granted, yeah.
this movie elevated the demonic elements so much to where it got confusing on what they can actually. So like they can literally teleport you somewhere, or is
No,
she sleepwalking?
she was
Because she
sleepwalking.
opened a locked door
She
and it
somehow
relocked with
well,
no key.
Billy is somehow taking control of Janet, but she's like on. She's not teleporting. She's sleepwalking, so she's being taken. She is physically walking.
But
But
how are
then
they opening the door that's locked and relocked again? She doesn't have key. You can't phase through walls. She's
she
still,
did.
but she's
That
a physical thing.
whatever Billy did was what he did.
So she, but all right, so they can
I can't.
teleport.
I can't explain it.
I know. So they can teleport. Clearly, they do what they do in the first one. They shake the beds. They can do stuff like that. They can like physically push furniture. You know, well,
They can
it
make you
made it
hallucinate.
like it made it confusing. And how the demon Valak knows who like the Warrens are when they're in a completely different country. How is like they connected that way? You know, it's like obviously it's Hollywood esque, so it's movie based, but it made it confusing to what they
Well,
can
the demon could
actually
be
do.
anywhere. I think it's just it's not really explicitly told, so I guess there's
No, I know,
no
but like,
rules.
did that demon want the Warrens to show up there?
That's all
And
right.
why
That,
would
that
it
was
if
I
they
think
can
that
defeat
was
it?
one of my other issues with the ending was what was the point of if you wanted Ed to die?
Yeah,
that was the plan of
just
the
kill
demon.
him.
But why is she blocking Lorraine from seeing her? And then that's gonna cause that caused them to leave
Yeah,
the train.
and that part was dumb when they were like Ed was like, play those tapes for a second.
No, I liked it.
No, it was so convenient. He dropped the tapes and he was like, "Oh wait, maybe we should listen to those now
It was
and
because it
not
was like an
early."
X, and then it crossed paths, and then he got
Oh,
the
I made a
idea.
cross, so it was faith that he should.
No, an X, not a cross.
X marks the spot.
It was more like an X, but he noticed that it crossed paths, and he's like, maybe the tape's crossing.
I thought that was way too convenient, but you have to establish somehow. Maybe you know the scene where they were first going over, or they were in like the restaurant, I guess, talking with the other demonologist
Mhm.
and the newscaster, whoever that woman was. Maybe if they like did it there and they discovered it, but to have it right when they're leaving, so conveniently. Oh, we had to go back. Like I know they're making it like suspenseful, like oh, they actually gonna leave, but it just felt too convenient as movies.
Maybe
do.
if the scene was drawn out a little bit. I think it was just
it was too quick.
it was just really quick. I mean I like the idea
Right.
because it wasn't like let's just play the tapes. I mean they crossed paths. The idea was let's mix the tapes.
Right.
But it was quick. I'll
Yeah.
give you that. And it was just like,
maybe if
convenient.
they
And then they rushed back.
smartly had a logical reason to do it rather than a coincidence.
Yeah.
But then again, you can put it, God did
Unless
that.
Valak did that.
No, but then you can say God did that.
Yeah.
You can fight it that way. But
He believes in fate.
it felt too convenient. The other issue I had was when the neighbor guy is busting down the door. It took him like an hour to bust that door down.
Yeah,
like, can you bust it down quicker? You have an axe. And there's like, they cut away 3 separate times and he's still going at it. And he's still, they don't show it, but I think at the end, he still didn't get through it.
No,
So he had to go back to the front door. No, because he walked in the front door at the end. So I don't think he actually got through that door.
Oh, yeah.
Because he tried to fit in. He couldn't fit in there when Lorraine went in there, and he was still going at it. And at the end, he walked through the front door.
Could he have unlocked it?
He could have, but he didn't.
He could have. He chopped it down. He chopped part of it down, and then he.
That's another thing. Demons can close doors. That the only lock on the door was the top hatch. It didn't have a lock, and you can't open it. Like they can like block doors from not opening. I don't know what their power scaling. If that's their power scaling, I think we need to revisit our battle royale here.
They're OP,
and maybe Valak wins. I don't know their. Anyway,
Valak versus.
Anyway, entertainment 8 out of 10. It's still very enjoyable. It's not a 9 or a 10 like the first one is, but it's still entertainment regardless of its flaws.
Yeah, I give that it was
a well-made movie.
Good second installment. Other than that, we go downhill.
I still like it, but it's not. It has a different feel because it's not in a house, wide open. It's court cases. It's a very good story, and I like how they tackled the next one.
But it's not James Wan either.
It's not James Wan. That's where it failed.
Yeah.
The scares, it's very CG scare-esque. I still liked it. I like the franchise. But no, it's not on par with these at all. And they told James Wan's not directing anything right now. If anything, he's directing the Saw, but they're not there yet. Okay. So he was totally open for the last rites. Why they not went back to him? I don't know.
Did he say that he was open for it?
No, I'm just guessing because I don't think he's making anything right now. I think he had an open schedule. I think, but why wouldn't you go back to him?
Yeah, I don't know why. Unless he was just like, it's run its course.
Right. I have a feeling this new one's going to be very CG. It's going to feel like the last one. And I think it's the same character.
I think he's like that. First Saw, and I don't think he did anything after that.
No.
What other Saw? He didn't do any other Saws.
He might have like produced it, but no, he didn't.
So
make it.
Maybe he's kind of like he likes that one and done thing. 1 or 2.
Yeah.
But I guess he doesn't like franchises.
Michael Chavez. Conjuring.
I could see directors not wanting to do that.
It's the same director, so hopefully he's learned his lesson.
We'll see.
From the last one.
I gotta still watch.
You gotta watch
the third one.
But no, yeah, this movie is very good. These are the two, again, a Killer Media certified banger. Buy this film. This is a must own. I would assume it's coming out in 4K eventually. The first one is just coming out now. And I'm assuming they're going to do a box set.
Gonna be a big box set of all
10 films. Yeah.
So, final thoughts, pros, Evan and Lorraine's relationship,
the chemistry, and the nun,
and the focus, and the nun.
Scary shit.
The plot revolving around the hoax was a good one.
Yeah, I like the hoax.
The CGI of the Crooked Man just a bit off.
The con,
and what you said about
cheapened scares.
The cheapened scares.
And it again, someone describe it better than me, but Hollywood-esque. It looks more commercialized. It had a very blue color to it, which I really liked. The first one was more orangey and warm. This one very blue because it made it feel cold. Demons are cold, so it worked. I like that part. Cinematography that goes into that. Very good. Color grading, fantastic. And the best jump scare in the movie, the only one that like actually got me, was when he said "my house" when she was flicking the TV, showed up. That was a good one. The other ones you could see coming.
Oh wait, I forgot it. The shot when they're turned around and Billy's speaking.
I really like that shot too. It's out of focus, but you can see it moving and it's creepy.
Yeah, you can see it. Like first, it looks like Janet. Yeah, in the blur, and then that was a really standout scene.
That was really good. It's good.
It's great.
It's good. Now go listen to Elvis. Excuse me.
Don't be a fool.
Yeah, I was trying to rhyme with that, but didn't work.
And don't fall in the pool.
Don't fall in the pool, but be a fool. So there is our review of The Conjuring 2. Movie 2 out of the 3 Conjuring so far. And 2 done, 7.
So next one we'll be doing.
We're going to have to double up eventually. We don't have 9 weeks before the movie.
Yeah, we do.
So we have to double up.
We got it.
So we'll do the math, and some episodes will double up. But we're going to do the whole Conjuring first. Then I think we might do Annabelle. Then I think we'll do The Nun. And then the one-off La Llorona.
Yeah.
Just to keep it like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, without bouncing.
I mean, you could do the first 2 nuns maybe together. We'll do that.
Yeah, we'll do those.
Maybe the Annabelle's a little bit separate.
Yeah, we can do the nuns in 1 episode. La Llorona, 1 episode. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
How many is it?
But we're going to get there before the new movie comes out.
2 Annabelle movies? Or is it 3? Okay.
First one's ass. Second one's really good. Third one's all right.
I think the only one, I don't remember if I saw the first one, but I saw was it Creations?
Yeah, we
in
saw
the theater?
That. Yeah. We saw that. That was good. That one's really good. So yeah, make sure you hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all our content. Hit the notification bell so you know when we post a video. I think that goes with all like the TikTok shorts too. That are on there. So hit that. Make sure you follow us on Instagram for daily trivia. We're also going to post the weekly question that we have. One person responded to our weekly question last week. Is Terrifier 1 a comedy? Papa Goss responded, and he says no, it's not. Second one and third one do have comedic elements, but the first one is in no way a comedy. And he says, I think someone was trying to stir the pot. And I said, damn right they were. So we have one response there with the correct answer.
What a guy.
I think
stirring the pot.
Yeah. Which should we make this week's question of the week? How about, let's make it about The Conjuring. The Conjuring Last Rites. Here's the question of the week. Will The Conjuring Last Rites be as good as The Conjuring 1 and 2, or do you think it's going to flop hard and absolutely just fail? Let us know.
I personally don't have an answer until
I can't tell
the rest of the movies. I got to be caught up to everything, and I got to gauge that.
For me, based on the last movie, I don't think it'll be trash. I think he might have learned from his lessons, but I'm not expecting on level.
You're not a James Wan.
You're not James Wan. So that's the question. Answer that. Make sure you followed us on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, on Twitter or X, although we rarely use Twitter, so you can just shove that one out of here.
Don't forget the Discord.
Yeah, we're on Discord. Don't forget to join that. Links in the description. And comment on this video. Comment what you thought of Conjuring 2 and all the news we discussed. And then until next week, we'll see you on social media. Later.